Eggplant Parm, the guilty pleasure that you're not going to be able to stop eating. Eggplant Parm is way easier than you think. It's just a few simple ingredients put together to make a dish that is an iconic Italian cuisine dish. I'm going to teach you how to make it today. You're going to be shocked at how simple this dish is, and if you don't already make it, you're going to be making it all the time. If you do make it, drop a comment in the description. I'd love to hear how your family makes it. Let's get to it and make some eggplant parmesan. So the first step here is cutting up these eggplants. Usually one eggplant is enough for a dish of eggplant. I've got two that I'm gonna work on today because I wanna cook some extra, and I'll show you why a little bit later and what you could do with the extra eggplant to make your life easier moving forward. Let's cut up this eggplant. I like to cut my eggplant into fairly thin slices. They cook evenly and give you a really great texture in the final dish. A lot of people salt their eggplant to pull out moisture and prevent it from getting soggy. That makes sense if you're cutting thicker pieces, but with slices this thin, it's not necessary. Plus, the seasoned breadcrumbs already add plenty of salt, and I find that pre-salting can actually negatively affect the overall flavor of the dish. So save yourself some time, slice it thin, and get ready for the breading. So now I have my breading station all set up. This is one of the time-consuming parts of eggplant, which is why you're gonna love my trick later. I follow this simple rule when I'm breading anything. This is my wet hand, the wet area, and this is the dry area. So I go from here to here, and I'll show you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a piece of eggplant, it's gonna go into the egg, then it'll go into the breadcrumb, and go over here, and that way I can do the whole process. This hand will stay wet, this hand will stay dry. Let me show you. For the breading, start with your wet hand and coat the eggplant slice in the scrambled egg. From there, use that same wet hand to transfer it into the bowl of breadcrumbs. I'm using seasoned Italian breadcrumbs here. Now switch to your dry hand and sprinkle breadcrumbs over the top so that both sides are coated. Use your dry hand to press gently and make sure that the eggplant is fully covered. This keeps that hand dry. Transfer to a plate and repeat until all the eggplant is breaded, adding more egg or breadcrumbs as needed. All right, so the eggplant has been breaded up, and eggplant parm is all about creating these different stations until we're done. So the first station was getting everything breaded, and now is our frying station. I've got the eggplant, the oil, and a plate with some paper towel to absorb the eggplant. I'm gonna turn this on, put it on about medium high. I want the eggplant to fry, but I want it to fry at a good slow pace so everything gets cooked from the inside out and then browned on the outside. So we're gonna fry these up, and let's get going. Working in small batches, place the eggplant in a single layer into a pan of vegetable oil. The oil should be hot enough to gently bubble and fry, but not so hot that the breading browns too quickly. You want to give the eggplant time to cook through. Flip halfway, and once both sides are golden brown, transfer to a plate lined with paper towels to absorb any excess oil. I like to use a fresh paper towel for each layer to make sure all the extra oil is absorbed. Okay, so the breading is done, the frying is done, and now we are at the final station. Like I said before, eggplant parm is all about assembly lines, and now we are at the final assembly line. In this part here, we have our tomato sauce. Now, if you want to know, I did not do tomato sauce in this video, but I have a great tomato sauce recipe. So click the link that pops up here to show you my Sunday sauce recipe. You can use marinara sauce, you can use a meat sauce. This is my classic Sunday sauce, and that video I think you'll love. It is a great recipe. So the assembly line has the sauce. I've got Pecorino Romano, or just some grated cheese, mozzarella, and the eggplant. And we're gonna assemble everything now. But I do wanna tell you, before I said there was a way to make this quicker. Actually, this is really, technically, if you want it to be a 5-minute recipe, you know, the longest part of making eggplant parm is the breading and the frying. And if you're gonna do that, you might as well do extra. And if you do extra, freeze it, vacuum seal it, and next time you want eggplant parm, all you need is sauce, which by the way, you can also freeze sauce. So if I have eggplant parm frozen and sauce frozen, I can just defrost the sauce, keep this out for a couple minutes, and then assemble everything very quickly, pop it in the oven, and instant dinner just by having this on hand in the freezer. So that is my tip, to do this recipe in absolutely no time. So let's get to this part and assemble the eggplant parm now. To assemble, start by adding a thin layer of sauce to the bottom of your baking dish so the eggplant doesn't stick. From there, we build our layers. First goes the eggplant, followed by a layer of sauce. Then, add your grated cheese and evenly spread the mozzarella on top. Repeat these layers until the dish is filled. Okay, so our eggplant assembly line is all finished. We went through the first step. The first step was to take the eggplant, cut it up. Second part of the assembly line is to bread it. After we breaded it, we fried it. And then our final assembly line was putting everything together in these layers. Your pan, depending how deep it is, you're gonna have probably 2, 3, or 4 layers. This is a pretty deep pan. We actually ended up with 4 layers of eggplant here. So the oven is preheated behind me to 350 degrees. I'm gonna go ahead and pop it in there for about 40 minutes. And then I'm gonna crank it up at the last 10 minutes. So about maybe 30 minutes, say. And then I'm gonna crank it up to about 375 for the last 10 minutes. So I'm gonna keep a close eye on it, periodically checking in. I don't want the mozzarella to become too burned. I want it to be nice and brown and crispy. So I'm gonna keep an eye on everything. And keep in mind with this dish, everything is actually pre-cooked. So it's all just heating and all the flavors are combining, melting together, and marrying together nicely. So we're gonna pop this in the oven and then show you the final product. All right, let's put it in. All right, we did it. It's out of the oven. I let it cool down for a little bit. It looks awesome, smells even better. Let's dig into this and give it a nice taste. All right, so let's give this a taste. Do you want to try it?
Yes.
Here, take this one.
Thank you.
All right. You can take the first bite.
Oh, so tender. Oh, the flavors explode in your mouth. It's like it's like soft, tender, and then it explodes.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
The cheese
Delicious.
gives it a very nice flavor.
Because we cut the eggplant really thin, each layer has a lot of breading and flavor and body. It's just really awesome. It's an addictive food. You're gonna love it. You know, the frying and the breading are the hardest part. But if you freeze them like I told you, and the sauce is in the freezer, it's literally a 5-minute assembly and 45 minutes in the oven. You're really gonna love this. Make it. Let us know in the comments how you do eggplant parm. If you try this, let us know how it came out. We appreciate your watching. Please subscribe. We appreciate the support, and we will see you next time on Real Plates. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.
You have to make this.